question, man.
Yeah.
Because like levels to the shit.
Yeah.
Good stuff, bro.
So we back. You have now re-entered the agency. I am again your host, Agent MBEY. We're here with my man Kyler Davis, also known as the Abstract Davis or Otil Davis. And so we're gonna get into our episode of Off Topic. And today's discussion was gifted by Kyler. It's something we talk about all the time.
One of my favorite topics.
Yeah, you want to bring it in? You want to introduce it?
No, can I?
Yeah, please.
Well, on this day's show, we'll be talking about the artist and selling out. What does it mean to sell out? And how much would it cost for you to sell out yourself? Stay tuned.
The whole back. Ah man, so we gonna try to jump right into it. I don't even know. Like I guess we'll just talk about something. I don't even know how to get into it. Maybe we'll define. Well, I don't know. It's hard to define it because it's like it's levels.
Right. Yeah. Sure.
Like what is selling out? Because I don't even know what it means to me anymore. Like I get different ideas behind it. So,
but check this. I've asked many artists this question. When I first thought of this question, I've asked them, trying to compile a list of answers and find out what's the best one to me. And a lot of folks would consider selling out making art that's not genuine to you, or following some type of trend, so to speak, that's again not unique to you, not genuine to you, but you're doing that in order to get clout, as they say. I hate that word,
right?
But
That's right.
Some type of exposure, clout, things of that nature, or doing something completely against your morals artistically in general for the paycheck. Even that's selling out, you know. Yeah. So, like I said earlier, y'all, it's not all about the money, because as long as those morals are intact, the money can be intact with you.
That's a fact.
Hey, it's got to go hand in hand.
That's a fact. Cause that money could be definitely be a big thing, a big factor in it. Like, I mean, in order to, that whole idea of selling out is the idea that somebody took money in order to reap the benefits of just the money, whatever the craft. Which is why I kind of got to the other question that I asked about, like, I can't remember which one, so forget it. But yeah, like, what was that? Like, I don't know if there's a number. Oh, that was the catalog question. Like, if you were to sell your whole catalog,
sure,
and you can't do artwork no more, like,
that's a good question.
Like, technically, that's selling out. Like,
technically.
That's by, like, definition. Like,
literally,
like if a store broke down, like, a store is selling out in order to, like, I'm closing down shop. I'm selling out all my artwork.
Yeah,
and we out of here. And so, like, this technically selling out, but, like, I guess in that regard, like, it's not like you lost any morals, because, you know, you still, it's just your work that's sold. You know what I mean? It's not like you did something for that institution.
You have to live with that just mentally and spiritually.
Yeah, the only moral challenge is like, the only moral challenge is that, like, you can no longer tell stories through art anymore. Like, you gotta find a new way, like going to hoop. You know what I mean? The ball is still like,
it's a fact, yo.
We still getting lost in the jump shots. So,
that's good.
Yeah, I totally did that.
Let me ask you.
All right.
How much, or what is selling out to you? What would you particularly selling out? Somebody approached you and asked, like, yo, what'd be the perfect question for you to be like, okay, it's time to sell out? I know that's a hard question.
Yeah. Dang.
Actually, let me rephrase it.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it easier for you, more palatable. Check it out.
All right.
So, say the dog whisperer sees him alive. I don't know if you know who that is. Either way, he's not important.
Yeah.
What if he comes up to you in the height of his heyday, like, yo, man, so I like your work, man. I like what you're doing with the agency and all that cool stuff. The style is dope. You can only paint dogs from now on. And do the same style. Same style like that, but it has to be all dogs. No more figures, nothing else. And that's all you can make, but you get paid a pretty penny for it. Is that selling out to you?
Making agent dogs?
Dog agents.
Dog agents?
Exclusively,
man.
though.
I know.
Exclusively.
That's a tough one.
Maybe cats too, if that
For
makes
the
it any easier.
pretty.
If it makes it any easier.
I feel like I could, but I'd be finding a hell of a gray area. Because I'd be like, I'd be redefining, what makes a dog.
Right.
Like,
Find the loopholes.
Yeah, like minotaurs. You know what I mean? Then men with bullheads. I think that's them. Was that? Yeah. Centaurs are the horses.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like if I'm out here doing, if I just change the head on my fingers and be like, it's dog time.
Yeah.
Am I losing anything?
Or what if he has to?
Cats like, you know what I mean? Like in Egyptian.
Yeah, there's more wiggle room
you know
for the
what I mean?
cats. There's more wiggle room for the cats culturally. For sure.
I think I can still be pleased by the exploration because I'm still able to explore my style.
Okay.
And then it just gives me a new like body to like explore. And if I still have my old catalog to refer to.
Nah, you're right. Right. Let me flip the question one more time.
Alright.
What if you can only paint Peter Griffin and Bart Simpson for the rest of your life?
Nah, it's not happening.
Like, how much money?
It's not happening. It's somebody else's art. I'm not doing it.
But how much money
I couldn't do it.
Oh, man.
There's no number for that. That I couldn't do, man. I've never drawn
I know. I've never seen either of them in any of your work.
I may have attempted a Bart Simpson's way back in the day, but it's not happening. Like, I'm gonna leave that alone. Not even with a long neck am I doing that.
Man.
Cut that question out right now.
For $1 billion?
Chill, bro. It ain't even...
$1 billion with a B.
$1 billion with a B?
With a B.
Nah, bro. I've been doing just fine. You know what I mean? Living my life the way it is.
Hey, y'all, money ain't everything.
It ain't.
It ain't everything.
But, let me think. Let's some other, like, deeper, I think, ways we can dive into, like, selling out. That was something I was thinking about earlier, and I was supposed to, like, save it in the brain, keep it strong. But, like, let's see if I can get it back.
I can do another segue right quick.
For sure.
It's easier. I was actually contemplating with myself, not with myself, but internally in the inner monologue. Yeah, true. Well, I was having a conversation in my mind about would selling a large chunk of my art to an institution such as Hilton Hotels. Again, no plugs. We're not getting paid for these plugs and stuff, but if y'all watching, holla at us. But if they wanted to buy a large sum of my work and make a real cookie cutter and just put it on the hotel walls, would that be selling out to me? And how much money would that take for myself? That goes back to the percentage / lump sum question. Yeah. But would that be selling out? It's more literal selling out, not figuratively selling out. But I came to the conclusion after talking to one of my homies, Sky Welkin, he was like, nah, that's not. To him, he said that wasn't selling out.
Right.
Because you're keeping your artistic integrity. It's just going through a different vehicle of selling your art. Yeah. And it might make it more cookie cutter, so to speak, less fine art, academic art. But does that matter? Right. Like, at what point does being academic in your art form stop mattering in comparison to making, I don't want to say lump sums of cash, but making any type of income from your art? Yeah. Like, where's the middle ground between the two?
Yeah. Like, we in this to make money, you would think. You know what I mean? Even with the love of art, like, you want to get paid for what it is that you do and create. So
you want to be able to make a living off it.
Yeah. There would be no dream to be a full-time artist if you didn't have, like, money coming in from what it is that you do and create. So, like, I almost had it back. Like, selling out. I mean, I agree with that, though. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if it's my art that's just going to these different places, it may not be meeting its my original ideal audience, but you know what I mean, like, I'm not creating something completely different or out of my lane,
right? Yeah,
that goes against what I believe. So I think that's like what the larger question is with selling out these days. Like, are you doing something that's going against your beliefs or understandings, just to make a check? And like, it keeps coming and going right back. I'll be sitting there, and I'll be over here, and I'll be losing it.
I'm still mad you ain't painting Kobe, though.
Come on, man. Cut that, bro.
I wanted to see that, but it's cool.
We could have talked about that before. But I've seen some dope pieces.
Me too,
behind Kobe.
Me too.
And so, there's been some interesting, reactions to people's art. Like, I saw another artist out in California had did a show and he had a piece in there that was dedicated to Kobe. And there were some people who felt a way about it, and he ended up taking the show down.
Oh, they felt the way about him actually having Kobe in the because he's trying to profit off of.
No. It was more so people's ideas or beliefs about Kobe's legacy, and I ain't gonna dig into all that.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
That was, you know what I mean. And the show was like in LA, so it was real deep. And I kind of read through the conversation to see what that was about. But I mean, again, like sticking up for your morals and all that. Like shout out to him. I mean, I appreciate the bravery of like, yo, I'm put this out. I mean, like, and honestly, I didn't think of. You
didn't think it would be.
I didn't think it would be. I was like, oh, this, to think that there's an idea that this is a brave move, but sometimes that might not happen until after the reaction. You're like, well, wow, like.
It's weird, man. The collective consciousness nowadays, we have social media, so you can see everybody doing certain things.
Yeah.
It's like people's consciousness shifts around that, so the perspective shifts around. I don't know, man. It's like a snowball rolling down the hill, or the myth of not Sisyphus. Sisyphus with dude pushing the boulder up the hill and keep falling back down and stuff. It's like I feel like that's social media, bro. Just different topics every time. Just going up the hill and it's like, all right, what else? Like, push this thing back up the hill, like, all right.
Yeah, it's a whole fact.
But rest in peace to the GOAT. Well, not the GOAT, but one of the GOATs.
Yeah, for sure.
And everybody else.
For sure. I think, speaking of something, I think, like, personally, like, for me, I don't feel like I would want to profit off somebody's death. Like, I'm not creating artwork just because, I mean, like, you would be making it, honestly, in memoriam of.
Right.
But I see that as, because of social media and the things that we have, like, I see that as it's by default becomes an advertisement for your craft.
Yeah, even if you don't mean to, right?
Right. And granted, you might not sell that piece, or you might not have the intent to, but it becomes a space that it's a kind of tricky situation to because again, another conversation I had with a friend of mine, like, as not being an artist, he looks at it as like it's not something that he can do, so he's able to see it in that way. Whereas, because like I get to see all these different people and their the way they connected to this one person.
I like that.
And this is how they express themselves about it. You know what I mean?
He's
like, I see artists as this is their way of communicating or expressing their feelings, and so I dig that. And I just feel like in some regard, like because of the age of social media, we feel like we have to share that part of us so much that like we don't deal with it. Like I feel like if I was to make a Kobe piece or make a piece behind somebody that's passed and I'm inspired by, like I'm gonna make it and put it in the cut, like that's in the tuck. That's for me. It's something I need to get off. You know what I mean? And if it pops up sometime later in the world, you know what I mean? Or some opportunity comes up later that makes sense to like put it out, then But like, or you know what I mean? Like, but then like if somebody came to me to. That's a good one, because then like if somebody came to me with an opportunity, like, hey, we want a mural on the side of this building.
You gotta do it, bro.
And you know what I mean? In memoriam of Kobe, it's like I would have to do my research, due diligence, like
for sure.
Like who are you? What is your connection to this person?
Because
I mean, you just some like
some random person.
South Dakota barbershop or something. Just like we trying to get a Kobe piece in here.
Yeah.
Like has Kobe ever been here? What is y'all? You know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird.
It's important.
So like doing that due diligence, cause like it's a tricky one. It's a tricky one, cause like if somebody wanted that work, like, and it made sense, like if the Staples Center was like, yo, we need you to throw something up.
It's a fact. You
need you to put something up in memoriams. Like, all right, cool.
You gotta do that.
I can do that.
But it's thorough. I guess it comes down to how thorough is the party at hand that's asking for this artwork. Like, or if you're just making it, like you said, if you were making a piece for Kobe, you just put it in the cut somewhere for yourself. I almost made a piece for the artist I talked about died early in January.
Yeah.
But I almost made a